Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. We are here talking today about the Limb Loss Awareness 5K. That is happening here on April 27th. The City of Kentwood Parks and Rec and the Mary Free Bed Orthotics, Prosthetics, and Bionics are teaming up for Limb Loss and Limb Difference Month here. And we are so excited to be putting on the Mary Free Bed Prosthetics Limb Loss Awareness 5K. Again, that is Saturday, April 27th. This is an all-ages event. And we've got a great group of people who are talking today about the event. We've got Shelby Henshaw. She is the Recreation Program Coordinator for City of Kentwood Parks and Rec. And we've got Scott Riddle, CPO. He is a VP at the Orthotics, Prosthetics, and Bionics team here at Mary Free Bed. So Shelby, what is this Limb Loss Awareness 5K?
Yeah, so the 5K first started back in 2018 as a way to celebrate Limb Loss and Limb Difference Awareness Month in April. And we started with 175 runners, and we've grown it to well over 320 runners now. And it's just kind of a trifold thing. So we get the community together. We raise awareness for limb loss and limb difference, and then we raise funds as well for our adaptive recreation programs.
And who all can participate in this event? Is it just people who can run fast, or maybe even people for their first 5K?
Yeah, everyone and anyone at all ability level is welcome. As you can see from the footage, we have people who are able-bodied as well as who use prosthetics or other assisted devices. We have really, really fast runners, and we have the walkers. And the really cool thing about this event is that people stay and cheer on the whole time. So whether you're crossing at 20 minutes and you're a really fast runner, or you take an hour and a half to cross, there's people there cheering you on the entire time.
Oh, that is awesome. And look, you can even see this here as people are still cheering them on as they're walking across that finish line. Scott, why would Mary Free Bed and your orthotics and prosthetic team want to partner with the City of Kentwood for this 5K?
Great question. So we have a mission, restoring hope and freedom through rehabilitation. And we are part of that mission means we're a community-centric nonprofit, or specifically in my case, orthotics and prosthetics provider. And that means going beyond the walls of our office where we do provide prosthetic legs and orthotic devices, going beyond the wall and connecting the community and seeing that restoration happen through our involvement in setting these goals for patients to try to reach, and setting these events and coordinating these events. And Kentwood Parks and Rec has and holds the preeminent Limb Loss 5K in the state, and they've been doing it for multiple years quite successfully. And we are just so thrilled to partner with Shelby and with Kentwood Parks and Rec to bring this event to the limb loss community, and for it to serve as maybe a beacon or a goal for patients to aspire to as they're coming out of amputation.
And Shelby, this event isn't just to raise awareness. We're actually supporting the programs at City of Kentwood. Can you tell us how it's benefiting your guys' team?
Yeah, absolutely. So any of the profits from the race go right into our adaptive recreation programs. And since 2018, we've raised over $60,000 for our adaptive recreation programs. That goes to purchase a variety of things. So equipment, supplies, we've purchased, water ski, jet skis, a trailer, a full fleet of adaptive cycling equipment, and then general maintenance on all of those equipment as well. So it really just helps to provide more programs to the adaptive community.
That's excellent. And Scott, so back to the advocacy part about this, why is it important for able-bodied and people with a limb difference to be advocating for limb loss in our community?
Advocacy is extremely important in the community. The community, I think, is much larger than a lot of people think. There are over 5,000 amputations occurring in Michigan, at least in Michigan per year. And the amputation happens, and then through the entire lifespan of a person with limb loss, they are receiving prosthetic care. As their needs change, as their abilities change, they're receiving different types of prostheses. Similarly, the community has friends and family. So there's just a very large community. And advocacy is important for two reasons. One, advocacy connects that community, and that connection is really important because it addresses some of the mental challenges and some of the physical challenges required or that present themselves when you're trying to restore hope and freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, advocacy is important because change is necessary at the state and federal level, and advocacy brings that community together so that the voice is stronger than it would be otherwise to allow for change at the state and federal level. And the example that comes to mind is currently payers do not cover quote recreational prostheses. So typically a payer will cover an everyday leg. That's a single leg per patient. And right now we are working at the state level to enact policy change requiring payers to cover running legs or shower legs or swimming legs or these recreational type legs that are so important for wellness for members of the limb loss community. So that doesn't happen without advocacy, and this event plays a role because it brings that community together.
Yeah, that's so great. And so if someone is watching this video, Shelby, and they want to get out there and participate in the race, when and how can they register?
Yeah, registration is open and available now on our website, kentwood.us/limloss5K. And registration will continue to be open through race day. And if they miss the online sign up, we'll do on-site registration as well. So we'll take anyone and everyone.
And Scott, what was it like last year? You know, we're seeing video from the race. It was a great, nice sunny day, late in April. What was the vibe of all the people that were participating in the race there?
I think the weather made a difference. It was a beautiful day, but regardless of the weather, if it's rainy this year, I have confidence that the vibe will be very positive again. And the reason is we have team members come from, in orthotics and prosthetics, we have 9 locations across the state. And last year we had team members come in from every location to participate in this event. And we had people from other service lines, PTs and physiatry and guild members attend this event. It's a really wonderful chance for teams across Mary Free Bed to get together and support this really important cause. So it was just a wonderful event that I think connects the teams to our mission outside of the walls of Free Bed and to the community. And it's just great for camaraderie as well between our team and the people we serve.
And from the video here, Shelby, there's a lot of other organizations that are partnering to help this on. So there's kind of also like a little expo where people can come and learn about organizations in our community too, right?
Yes, absolutely. All of our other sponsors for the event will be there with booths from West Michigan Foot and Ankle Specialists all the way to other rehabilitation clinics, kind of to connect with the community, let them know what services they provide the community, and really just continue strengthening that limb loss community.
Yeah. And people can learn more about Kentwood Parks and Rec and your adaptive programs. For people who are watching that don't maybe know very much about your team and the work that you guys do, what are some of the different adaptive programs that you guys have for the community?
Yeah, we provide a lot of different adaptive recreation programs, from really high adrenaline ones like water skiing and rock climbing to more social ones like our leisure club that meets every week. We do golf, archery, you name it, we adapt it and we do it. That way we can provide recreation to everyone.
That's excellent. And so, Scott, people might have heard of Mary Free Bed and know we might be the resource for a brain injury or a spinal cord injury, but maybe they didn't know that we had the orthotics and prosthetics available for them. What are some of the ways that your team works with people after an injury or illness?
So prosthetics and orthotics is a unique field in that there's clearly a product. There's a prosthetic leg or an orthotic device for delivering patients, but then there's very much a service component to it as well. And we, as a nonprofit orthotic and prosthetic provider, are fairly unique in that we have these 3 core etched in stone tenets. And one of those tenets is related to the product. It's our clinicians will always have the freedom to choose the product that's best for their patients. And then the other 2 tenets are connected to the service component. The first is our clinicians will always have the time needed to provide outstanding care to their patient. And then the second one is we, as a nonprofit, will use our margin, our profit to engage with our team and our community. And that engagement with the community means being involved with the community, which means participating in events like the 5K. And we have a this is the first year we're going to hold a limb difference camp for kiddos with limb difference under the age of 18. It's coming up in June. We have support groups held monthly. We have a Center for Limb Difference lunch every year, picnic lunch. There's so many events within the community that we encourage all of our employees to engage with.
Excellent. And then Shelby, you guys have a lot of classes throughout the year. What are some of the classes that are coming up on the horizon for people that might want to get involved?
Yeah, as far as our adaptive programs go, we're just starting off the spring season. So new golf is starting soon. Bowling is starting this week. And then as we look forward into the summer, we have our water ski and kayaking and canoeing as well.
Scott, why it just seems like prosthetics and orthotics are such a passion for you. Where does that come from? What inspires you to serve our community?
It's just such a cool field. We have patients who roll into our office and then they walk out on a prosthesis. Last year at the race, Frankie was a patient of ours who his amputation was trauma related, and I don't think it was any more than about 2 months prior to him completing a 5K. So to go from losing a limb to running 3.1 miles is just so incredible from my perspective. And similarly, on the orthotic side, if you look at the foot of a kiddo with club foot, and then if you look at what it looks like following rehabilitation, and it looks normal, that happens with orthotic intervention. And then similarly, I think too, we have a number of patients who experience strokes, and we see them at Mary Free Bed, and they can't walk following a stroke frequently because they have foot drop or other sort of ankle instability. And we can provide a device, and then they can get back to their activities of daily living. And it's just so rewarding when those cases happen, and they happen hourly. I mean, it's always happening at Free Bed. So it's just a really neat field.
And Shelby, as we start to wrap up this interview, once again, how can people get involved in the Limb Loss Awareness 5K? When is it, and how can they register?
Yeah, it's Saturday, April 27th. The race starts at 10 a.m. here at Veterans Memorial Park in Kentwood. Visit our website, kentwood.us/limbloss5K. There's opportunities to volunteer, opportunities to race and be a participant, or just come on out and cheer people on.
Excellent. Scott, last chance. Why should people come out and support this great cause and event?
They should come out for 3 reasons. One is to support the community, Kentwood Parks and Rec, and the limb loss community. The second is because running 5Ks is just healthy and it's good for you. You should come out and support the event and walk or run the 5K. And the third is the camaraderie and the team dynamic that an event like this builds. And for those reasons, we encourage everyone to come out and make this event.
You have been watching a live stream here from Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation, as we are partnering with the city of Kentwood for the Limb Loss Awareness 5K happening Saturday, April 27th. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you register and get out there and support, and stay well.